Risks in this market is something most of us think we understand, of which I'll give those that understand that they understand, but some don't. So the truth is, anything that concerns risks, one thing always comes up, which is affordability. Affordability comes up. So, can you really afford what you are risking? So now, don't answer that. Just hold on. Let me give you an instance. Then you tell me whether whatever you are risking, whether you are over leveraging or you are under leveraging or you are actually doing it right. So let's assume I went to buy a chewing gum, and I bought a chewing gum, and for some reasons I was not able to consume that chewing gum. Maybe it fell, or maybe I gave it to maybe someone younger. Can I go back and buy and nothing will happen? Can you go back to that trade with the same lot size, I mean the same risk, and still place that trade because you lost it? That is affordability. So if your answer is yes, with no emotions attached, nothing triggered, that's when you can afford it. But if with the slightest of emotions involved, then you cannot afford it. So that's just it. That's how you understand if you can afford something or not. If there are triggers or not. Just ask yourself, am I afraid to do this thing? Okay. If one should just sense that thing. So now, what I'm trying to tell you is, in trading, you have to be present. You have to be present, most especially when it comes to execution. Mentally, you have to be present. I know everybody might have concluded that I'm always present, not physically, mentally. You have to be present, and you have to come to terms that I am okay losing this. Most of us, I am also a victim. Most of us only look at the upside and not the downside. And in trading is the reverse. Just look at the downside. Whatever the upside will give you, know is bonus. But the first rule is capital preservation. Capital preservation is the first rule of trading forex. In fact, I think any kind of trading, whether you are trading in the market, capital preservation is the first rule. So it doesn't matter what you are doing, preserve your capital and always risk what you can afford. You see, these are the two rules. Then the third most important rule in trading now is never buy high and never sell low. You see these three rules, just use our whole body. Just use our whole body. Anything you are doing, then you know your risks, then you know how to manage your trades. And also, lastly, another bonus is this game is a game of risk to reward. It doesn't matter how good your system is. If you can work with risks and risks to reward, you are a very good trader. That's why I'm saying affordability when it comes to it. If you can afford this, let's say I can only afford to lose $5, and my risk to reward is 1:8. That's $40, right? In one trade. And in that one trade, if I can manage the trade, I can have up to 1:17 or so. Like the previous video I posted. You can have 1:17. If you just, these are two trades. This one you are seeing on the screen. These are two traits that gave me 1:17. Just do you understand? So if you do 5 times 17, then you know that forex can change your life if you just understand a little things. Just a little things. You don't need to go strategy hunting. I went through that route. It is actually a sweet journey, but it will take your time. So it is a bad journey, let me not lie. It is going to make things harder for you, confusions and all that. So look for a mentor. That's my advice. Look for a mentor that can help you navigate this whole thing. Then make sure you stay disciplined. With commitment, you start to, but without consistency, you never finish. So you stay disciplined, right? And I'll see you on the next one. Peace, guys.